Hello from the deepest chasms of outer space. My name's Gregor Smith, and I've been using the chunks of audio that filter out from the podcast of the Lincoln Geek team, not just to provide you with an excellent fortnightly show about tabletop gaming, but also to try and understand more about human culture. It seems that in the same way I am obsessed with human culture, you are obsessed with the civilizations that conduct their business amongst the stars. But there's been one particular obsession that your kind seems to discuss more than any other. I have decided to honour that obsession by feeding the messages I've received and converted into your podcast into this machine, which has converted it into a cosmic tribute into this oft-mentioned phenomenon. In fact, its task is almost complete. There we are. It will be playing for us now.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica, the board game. Battlestar Galactica, 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 Battlestar Galactica. I don't get stuck on one particular game. The game I'm not allowed to mention. There's one game I'm trying not to mention. Well, of course I have the game that I can't mention. I'm forbidden from mentioning. I've already said the words that cannot be spoken. The game that I should not mention. I will try not to talk about Battlestar ever again. I don't get stuck on one particular game. I will talk to you a bit about Battlestar.
We love Battlestar Galactica. We love Battlestar Galactica. Love Battlestar. Love Battlestar. Love Battlestar. Love Battlestar. Love Battlestar. Love Battlestar.
Battlestar Galactica is one of my favourites. Each game's completely different. I play any chance I get. It holds a special place in my heart.
It's because it is a good game. 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 Is
I'm guessing
a
that's
good
based
game.
on the TV show Battlestar Galactica.
This show's 20 years old. I think we're okay.
We've all rated this 6.
I've never found a game more exciting.
None of us realised just how good Battlestar Galactica was going to be.
It's a hidden traitor game. It's social deduction. You've got to try and figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying.
You've got to try and work together and solve crises aboard this spaceship. A couple of players which are undercover Cylons, genocidal robots trying to kill you all. You just got to try and stay alive. Yeah, sometimes I have players that have got like positions of power on the ship, like Admiral or President. You've got the main Battlestar on the board, and then you've got little civilian ships flying around it. The job of the Battlestar is to protect the civilians. You've got to try and escort them off the board or get to safety. Play some Battlestar with some drinks and stuff. We did not look after the game at all back then. It wasn't the Cylons that destroyed the Battlestar Galactica, it was our constant drinking. That was literally the only game we played. We weren't even a board game group, we were a Battlestar Galactica board game group. It's a deep game with fairly clear bases, even without knowing the show.
Battlestar, it's not a small game.
You get a lot of fun trying to suss out who the bad guys are. Sometimes you have to sacrifice food, or do you lose fuel, or even people. Battlestar Galactica, 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 Battlestar Galactica,
The Cylons are coming. 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 The Cylons are coming.
What actions can Cylons do? Cylons do. Cylons do. Cylons do.
Some of you are undercover Cylons.
Try not to give away the fact that you're a Cylon as part of our group Cylons Anonymous. Cylons Anonymous.
A lot of the fun of the game is the accusations. A lot of the fun of this game is just from throwing your friends out of the airlock. There's just some part of the human brain that just loves sowing chaos and mistrust amongst your friends. Accusing each other of being a toaster or a Cylon, throwing each other out of the airlock, all that kind of thing.
Speaking of which, you're a toaster.
I wish I was a toaster.
You're just a pesky toaster.
He's got quite a high Cylon rate, and I've got the Excel spreadsheet to prove it. My tip would be just to not get attached to your characters.
Could we possibly win as the Cylons?
Sabotage the efforts of the humans and just try and make sure they don't get to their destination. Kill all the people and then you win. I was kind of under everyone's radar. No one suspected me. Doing my subtle little bits of sabotage.
And then your Cylon turns and kills your last population. Galactica just started burning. We had a good time destroying Galactica then, didn't we, Dan?
We were in quite a bad situation. The ship was thoroughly surrounded. They wanted me to kind of gather all the civilians up into a safe place. No problem, sir. I will do that for you. I moved all of the civilian ships directly into a horde of Cylon raiders. The population dropped from about 12 to like 2. They were just determined to throw me out of the airlock, and I was just fighting it all the way. I think I got my Cylon of the Match trophy.
Who'd have thought the ship would get there, but no humans were left alive on it?
Such a tragic ending, but so dramatic.
Just with that final jump, the last of the population died.
It's just one random crisis, one random dice roll, and you're dead. Ah, the Holy Battlestar. That's the Holy Battlestar. The holy copy, out of print, in a glass case.
Done in 2008. They haven't had a reprint. You can't get hold of it. It's like rocking horse poo.
The fabled Battlestar, which I promise I'm going to stop talking about. It wasn't just a cheap cash-in. I don't have like a second copy that I keep on a silk pillow. If you're a human, I find it really fun. It's always really close and exciting.
It's actually no longer in print.
So if you do see any cheap copies secondhand, I recommend you grab them, because Battlestar's like gold dust. I've got the original Battlestar. Oh god, George, you made me mention it. Hey, it wasn't me that mentioned it that time, everyone. It wasn't me that mentioned it. Battlestar's 82 or something. If you haven't seen any of our other content, you probably might not have heard of Battlestar Galactica board game. I fear we will be replaced as well one day.
And will really be a toaster.
More often than not, I'm always on the good side. Everyone says I was the most suspicious person all the time, even when I'm telling them the truth.
We'll give him a podcast just for Battlestar one day.
The Battlestar Galactica show. The show is over.